Welcome back to Crossroads, a D&D 5th edition campaign. This is week number 11, part number 2. And I found a guild for Finias, Sragg.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm particularly well respected in the guild, but it's the Guild of Apothecaries and Physicians.
Oh. Yeah, no. But you're in it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a card-carrying member, but yeah. Mostly because you pay your dues.
Yeah.
You get the same eyes everyone does for like acupuncture now. Like, yeah. Alternative medicine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now we begin the section of how quickly can you destroy a party. The party descends into the yawning portal.
Madness.
So you're going to be lowered down. He holds out, the barkeep holds out his hand for the gold fee to lower you down into the portal.
I point at the halfling. Are you paying our way?
Paying
One
what?
gold per person.
1 gold per person up and 1
5
gold
of
per
us?
person.
Here's 5
6.
platinum.
6.
No. If
Five
you're
gold
playing
per
in
person.
platinum, then I'll just pay for the gold.
No.
6.
It's far too much gold.
6
So you pay him in platinum.
Here's 6 gold.
Yeah, 6 gold. You're going to give him 6 gold?
Wait, how many people are going down?
6.
6 times 5
There's
is
5 of
30.
us, isn't? Oh yeah, there's 6.
Here's 3 platinum pieces. Make sure we come back.
Can you prepay to come back, Shrek?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. 5
Okay.
on 5.
How many platinum?
6.
6 platinum
No,
pieces.
it's a gold per person.
He
Oh.
takes the platinum, puts them in his pocket, goes behind the bar, grabs a club.
What a bastard.
He's coming down too.
I know people.
Was I given my
We're good.
rations?
But don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't forget. I'm a long lost nephew of a certain individual.
Hey, look, he's got the stick.
Are you now?
That's what you said.
Oh.
That's what you said.
Okay.
Oops, I didn't mean to click that. If anybody needs, I tell the party, if any of you need the healing potions, they're in this bag of holding. Does everybody know how the bag of holding works?
Refresh my memory.
Think about what you want, reach in, and pull it out.
Okay.
But
All right.
I need to hear this particular. Did you straight up drop the "I'm the long lost nephew"?
No.
of-
No, I didn't. I just said I know people.
I know people. Make sure we come back up. Okay. You didn't flash a ring or nothing special.
No.
Okay, I don't.
Well, that
matter.
just means if we don't show back up, he'll put a sticker on the bounty board for us.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. He takes the money, nods.
Certain individuals know I'm here because they have eyes and ears.
Yeah. Alright.
To which individuals are you talking about there, my short friend?
No, don't worry about that.
I would like to know more about who's hiring us.
The same.
It's more for him than you. Don't worry.
They're worried about it, quite obviously. he lowers you all down. The cage that you step into, he starts lowering it down. He winks at you one more time as you're going down, Mr. Halfling.
Oh, okay.
Then drops you.
Quite a ways down.
Bastard!
After you've descended a couple hundred feet, the cage hits the bottom. You see there's a couple of bodies actually laying down at the bottom. One of them has etched into the stone, pay the gold. Apparently died there waiting.
He said he had it on his own.
Pay the gold.
Wow.
I'm gonna check over how were they killed.
Now,
Bludgeoning.
apparently, They seem to have starved to death.
Oh shit.
So they got back and couldn't pay the gold to go up?
Yeah.
And how many look like they've starved to death?
It looks like there's a group of 3 of them here.
How do you signal for to come back?
You notice searching on them that the purses on each of them seem to have been cut. They were robbed while they were down here.
I'm going to check and see. Do they have anything else? Have they been stripped of all valuables?
Yes.
Is it obvious that they died of starvation?
Medicine check.
Yeah, same.
Medicine checks.
I don't. Am I able to do that?
Well, we got 2 already.
I'm just asking because I'm curious to
Yeah,
know.
you can try that kind of stuff.
I mean, I don't have to if somebody's going to actually say it out loud.
But
I guess me and Fleur are checking over the bodies.
yeah, so it's pretty obvious to everyone except the halfling that they starved to death.
Did I fucking bop that?
The halfling's fairly sure they suffocated.
Oh, poor bastards.
They died to old age.
You gotta take your own air down here.
Apparently, this one's breathing out of his ass.
I don't seem to understand. Well, there's 3 of them. How did they starve?
It's different.
Some people aren't in the position to make the hard choices.
Yeah, as soon as that's not
The halfling stares at her.
the same.
Oh my god.
Journal cannibal question.
Starved to death, eat Fred. Starved to death, eat Fred. I think I know what I'm going to do.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're right. Starve to death, eat
Yeah,
friend.
so you say
That's
the
what I'm
halfling
doing.
is eyeballing the cage that is slowly rising back up. You've hired a real party here.
She'll just kind of kneel down. Don't worry, friends. We won't make the same mistake you did. Are we ready to go?
Oh, I'm giving them their last rites.
Oh my god.
You see, there are paths going out of 8 points in different directions from the bottom.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe?
Yeah. Any ideas, anybody?
You do remember hearing that most of the eastern paths had been completely explored, or so the adventurers had thought last
Well,
time.
yeah, because that's what they were all giving a shit about. Oh, yeah, go down and go east.
Uh-huh.
Most of the eastern's been explored, you said?
That's what the other adventuring parties had said.
So why would they have gone east if it's been explored?
Mm-hmm.
They were giving us shit about. That's what they.
Oh.
Oh, it's your first time down. Be sure to go east.
Oh, okay. So that narrows it down to 4 choices? Sorry, did you not? I wasn't looking. I don't know the layout. Is it like a perfect circle of spokes, or?
Yeah, perfect circle of spokes. Basically, that drops 3 choices off of your list
Okay.
if you're going to avoid the eastern path.
Is there any markings on the wall to kind of like show direction in terms of this?
You do see crude carvings of an N, N-E, E, you know.
Mm.
Okay.
Someone with a compass did come down here. That was a wise choice for them to bring a compass.
There was a compass?
Someone brought one at some point.
Grab the compass.
No.
There
It's
is
not here.
no.
Well, how would I know if somebody brought it unless it was there already?
Well, you would know because of the markings on there. Unless, well, you might not know. But the rest of the party was able to put that together.
This mother.
Hey, Finias,
Yes, Fleur?
and all of your gear that you have on you, do you have a compass?
I do not have a compass, but we don't need a compass.
We'll just mark the wall.
We have a dwarf.
That's true.
I'm gonna start casting a spell Sragg.
Huh?
I'm casting as a ritual. It takes 1 minute.
Okay.
I don't know if it populates.
As a ritual, it will take you 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. By casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling bones, or ornate cards, some blah blah blah, divining tool, you gain an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possibilities. All right.
Please don't tell me you're rolling bones.
He is.
I'm rolling dice.
Dragon Bones.
Okay.
Bones.
Yeah. About a certain action you're going to take. Okay.
I'm gonna check. We kind of, we're not gonna go on the eastern pass, so we're looking at the western pass. I'm gonna go ahead and cast it and pick. So that we're guessing there's 4 available paths.
5.
5. I'm gonna go ahead and
ruled out northeast, southeast, and east because they said most of the east was pretty well explored.
I'm gonna go pick the middle path and say, will we successfully find the party if we head down this path? The party we're looking for.
All right. After your 10-minute chanting and dancing and rolling dice and so on and so forth.
It starts to rain. What?
Okay. So what you're going? Okay, 25 gold. It costs you. All right. You get a woe result for the western path.
Okay, they did not go down that way. Now I can cast it again, but there's a chance that it'll lie to us.
Did you cast it while Zone of Truth is up?
No, it won't. That won't do anything.
Wait, that's a ritual.
Yeah.
What the fuck level is that? Level 2?
Yeah, level 2.
How did you do that again? I just gotta make sure I can cast that level of ritual.
Sragg, it doesn't cost 25 gold per cast. The components cost 25 gold.
Okay, so those dice you have are worth 20.
Yeah.
Because they weren't
They're
consumed. Yeah.
Okay.
handcrafted bone and jeweled dice or whatever.
Gotcha.
I think it's up to half my warlock level, so a level 2 I can do no problem.
Okay.
So
So
you just have to see it, or you can just.
I have a book of all possible ritual spells.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can use it.
Well, you. We've
Can I
narrowed
borrow
it-
your dice?
Never asked to touch a man's dice.
Probably loaded.
Shut up.
Do it.
They're loaded with the blessings of Joaquin. I'll go ahead and I'll do the ritual one more time, and then I'll hand him the dice.
Okay. So you pay close attention to the ritual this time. Which path do you point at?
Okay, we did the middle, so I guess I'll go northwest.
You're northwest?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the result of woe.
Okay.
Oh, really?
And then I will hesitantly hand him my dice.
Okay.
I will repeat. And where do you got? Southeast?
Be
Southwest?
West.
Southwest? Oh yeah, right, southwest.
Oh, you don't get that. Okay. So you do the southwest path, and you get the result of woe.
So that leaves us with 2 paths pointing west.
North and south is what you've got now. You've done west, southwest, and northwest. If I
So
understand
you can
My
pick one of them. We'll have a 25% chance to get the wrong answer, but it at least narrows us down to a best chance path to go down.
Does it
Then
though?
go on.
I mean, it's the odds are like your last divination could have been incorrect also. So
25% chance to have the wrong answer, but that's still a 75% chance that that's not the path we go down. Same as if you. So we'll have one path that we have no idea about, and two paths that we're 75% sure are good or bad.
okay.
Yeah, I'm sure those people up there thought they had a 75% chance of making it out too. And they went with the 25 instead. And now look at where they are. You really want to go with those odds?
Yes.
Okay.
Being an odds kind of person,
You have a better
we're
suggestion, my lady.
Do what?
You have a better ideal.
No. I was just asking a question.
I'm good for
I
up to
have
level
another idea.
3
Just spin a
rituals.
bottle on the ground and just say, Lady Joaquin, give us your blessing and follow the way it points.
Do you trust your god?
Innately.
So go for it.
Poor bastard.
You know what, Sragg? I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna turn around and
You have ugly?
no, I'm gonna turn around and ask for guidance to find this lost soul.
What?
The hell are all dude?
You're just praying?
Randomly praying.
That music was the sound of his angels opening up to give him the right
Well,
answer.
he's got 40 minutes of praying before we finish cast well.
Uh-huh. That's
Okay.
what I'm doing for the 40 minutes I am asking for guidance to find this lost soul down here.
So, Darren, what path are you picking?
I don't think it makes a difference because like I'm gonna go north, I guess.
You're going to go with checking north or you're going to walk north?
Check north.
Check north, okay.
Someone might want to actually keep an eye out to make sure no one comes up upon us.
Okay. You do your ritual, you dance around, you roll the dice. And for the northern path, you gain weal and woe.
So,
Woe is to me.
will is a good result. So that means we'll get good and bad results. So we may just find half of the party.
I mean, I'm inclined to go north then, based on that.
Yeah. I mean, it gives us the only lead, unless Paladin, have your prayers brought you anything?
You sense lost souls in every path.
Even when I specified which soul,
You said lost soul, right? Which lost soul were you specifying?
We need a
the
wizard.
elf, the
Huh?
elf that had
The
stolen.
elf that stole the thing.
Yes.
There's so many elves that stole all the things.
No, the one that stole the stick.
The staff.
That the halfling we're with is looking for.
All right.
The specifics of that.
Speaking of which, Sir Halfling,
Good about north.
I feel good
Yes.
about North.
Yeah.
Could you have something to say?
do you have any connection with this staff you're looking for?
Not
Any way
that
to find it?
I'm aware of. I just know what it looks like. And he holds up the picture.
Then I would say north is our best option.
That's what I am feeling as well.
All right. You start heading north.
Meat shields in front.
What's your marching order?
Out.
Dying order, whatever you want to put it.
Dun 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 dun. dun.
Well,
I mean, I'll volunteer to be up front.
unless someone turns around and puts out something that I can see.
Huh?
It's either me out front with a torch lit.
How about you in the middle with the torch lit? I'll be up front because I have dark vision.
Okay.
This is just for my marching order. I'm not assuming y'all are in this area.
You wield a shield, right, Fleur? How about I take the torch?
Why don't I cast dark vision on all of you?
That works even better.
He casts dark vision on all the party
Everyone?
members.
How many
Yeah.
spells does that use?
I don't think it uses any spells. Let me see.
Tell me about this ability that you have. So, all right, a little history for everyone involved. I have to watch this guy. One time long ago, during a high sea adventure, the GM was really caught up in telling the story as the pirates were closing in on our ship. And this fellow, playing a druid, grabbed a hold of a rope and launched himself across to touch the pirate vessel and cast wood to stone, sinking the ship and killing all the pirates. We all applauded.
Except
It
there's
was
a
great.
specific amount of area it can affect, right?
It doesn't exist. It was bullshit. But it was far too late by the time anyone.
So your druid invented a spell. That's pretty cool.
Hey, sometimes the bluff checks work against the enemies. Sometimes they
I think it's because the idea was so good.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it sinks.
He didn't know it wasn't real. He was with me later. He's like, help me find this. It doesn't exist.
Dark vision.
That's awesome.
Here it is.
It's a level 2 spell. There's no way you get that at without a cost.
Yeah. No. See, thank you.
You touch a willing creature to grant it the ability to see in the dark. For the duration, the creature has dark vision
Yeah.
out to a range of 60 feet.
How many
Eight
level 2 spells?
hours. Casting time, 1 action.
How many
School
level 2 spells? you can-
Range, touch, attack, none.
You've got 3 level 2 spell slots.
Oh, okay. So who can't see in the dark?
I can't.
I can't.
You're zzz, and you. Zzz.
All right.
There you go. Y'all can see in the dark now.
So Fleur can see in the dark. Finias can see in the dark.
Who can't see it? Who else can't see in the dark?
Should already be able to see in the dark.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can see fine.
Let's see what I have a cantrip. I'm sure. Let's see.
Do you have dancing lights?
Produce flame. Here we go. Cantrip. A flickering flame appears in your hand. Ding. The flame remains there for the duration and harms neither you nor your equipment.
I love that his spells have sound effects.
Stead light, bright light for a 10-foot radius, and dim light for an additional 10 feet. The spell ends if you dismiss it as an action. Blam.
Yeah. So that with the dark vision, we should be able to see.
Everybody who needs to see without an aid can see, and me, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, dark vision only makes it like it doubles how far you can see in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not infrared vision anymore.
Oh well, I'm sure the flame of my flamey flame can. help
Yeah,
there.
your flame will put out enough light for us to all see with the dark vision.
I can also, you can also attack with the flame, although doing so ends a spell. When you cast a spell, or as an action or later turn, you can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet of you. Make a ranged attack spell on hit. The target takes 1d8 fire damage. Bam.
Bam.
Oh, it's 2d8 fire damage at level 5. There you go.
Bam.
You're all that and a bag of potato chips.
Uh-huh. Eat me.
I'll pass.
She might not, though.
I say, she might not. She might
Okay.
just not be like, "You look good."
So now that we've got that figured out, what is our marching order?
I'll go first.
Somewhere in the
Unless-
middle.
Okay. Wait,
I'll bring
you
up
can't all be the middle.
I need to be close to combat, so I'll take 3rd spot.
3rd spot.
I guess I'll take the 2nd spot.
Okay.
Well, I'm in the 2nd spot.
You said you're bringing up the rear, right?
Sure, why not?
All right. That looks safe for you. That way, if anything reaches out and grabs as everyone goes by,
Heck,
The
we
rest
don't
of
even notice he's in the room most of the time. We won't even notice he's missing.
right? Okay, so there's your marching order
He's
heading.
short. Your eyesight goes right over the top of him, and you just don't see him.
Okay. Going to the north, you see that this is a fairly well-worn path. Doesn't look as worn as the eastern paths did, but there has been a lot of traffic head down this way. After heading to the north for a good 300 feet or so, this branches off in 4 directions.
You don't say.
Northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest.
I'm going to mark the wall where we're coming out of.
Is anyone making a map?
God damn it!
I
You will pass.
I thought dwarfs have an innate ability to just know.
Yeah, don't they? Don't they have that stone sense or whatever it's called?
I'm a hill dwarf. I'm not a stone dwarf.
Son of a bitch.
test. Am I still working?
Yes.
Yeah.
You telling me you never lived around a rock before?
Let me take y'all to this page
That's
Yes.
probably a better idea.
and let you draw if you want.
That's what I am doing. I'm drawing.
All right, you're the designated drawer.
You're all fricked.
Possibly.
I'll need a new character, by the way.
I fixed you up. You're good. That's okay.
It sounds like our DM was too lazy to draw him out.
Is that what it sounds like? All right, so you've arrived at that chamber and found the 4 paths.
You know, which ways are they going again? East, west?
Northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest.
No, you don't have that ability in 5th edition.
What the
All
hell
right. What do you do?
is that?
Like I said, I'm still marking the passageway that we're
You
coming.
notice a faint chalk X on the northwest path, and
How-
you see a
Sorry.
faint green chalk arrow on the southeast path.
Hmm.
You could totally kill someone right here and just erase their marks.
How long ago did you say you saw these guys go in, Olaf?
3 days.
3 days.
Okay, you said they're on the northeast, or the northeast had an arrow.
The northeast had an X, and the southeast had a green arrow. Okay.
Well,
Isn't
the
that-
southeast would probably just link up with another path behind us.
Wait,
That's what I was
isn't,
going to ask. Is it going down?
are those backwards? Isn't south east the other side?
Well, we went north.
Yeah, so north is up.
Southeast would lead back
Yeah.
to the.
There we go.
Thank you for catching it.
Jones map.
So how would you? Would that be in
Oh.
perception?
Didn't you just put an X down,
No.
Vox?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I marked that an X but it's on the very
So northeast and southeast have marks on them, and the others are clear.
Okay, so the X is
northeast now.
It was northeast.
Okay.
It's been northeast.
well. So the X is your mark, Vox.
Okay.
So
Touching us.
Huh?
I'm guessing we go southeast. Follow the green arrow.
Okay.
How old does the green arrow look?
Not quite as old as the X does. You're guessing. Just with your
Okay, so
color.
the X isn't Scott's.
Yeah, wait.
Fleur's.
No.
Okay.
So where's Fleur's X?
Did you mark it? Did you
Yeah.
mark something?
Yeah.
I've been saying I've been marking it the whole time, but haven't
Oh,
responded.
well, make the marks that you're going to make. So you make a mark on there before you get in the chamber.
Oh, okay, so we marked the
Yeah.
one coming into the chamber. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. So you go the direction of the arrow. After going that path about 20 foot, it curves around and enters a spiral staircase heading down.
How the hell am I supposed to write? Show that and go like this.
That works.
At the bottom of that staircase, you see it comes out to a T intersection that goes north and south.
Goes north and then
North
south.
and south. A T.
Gonna look and try and find
Who
a
the
green arrow.
hell is doing that now?
So survival is what you want to use.
There's no survival.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, sorry.
It says make a wisdom survival check to follow tracks, hunt wild game, guide your group through frozen wastelands, identify signs that
I would say that this is your specialty, Mr. Druid. I would assume that you're proficient in it.
I
Survival,
am.
most likely.
Not proficient.
Proficient, not good.
I never said I was good. You son of a.
I thought we made an agreement that no mass rolls were to be relied upon Chris due to the fact that he rolled all those ones earlier.
That's true, yeah.
I wasn't here for that conversation.
In all
Sounds like
situations, Chris must have an
private
assistant.
one.
So,
Start seeing the halfling start trying to draw something on the wall, like at the very bottom of the floor, and I'm like, no, get out the way. Back up where the rest of us can see it.
I'll take your dark vision away. Shut your mouth.
Well, okay, so they're looking for tracks. I'm looking for another green arrow.
I'm looking for a
Alright.
stick.
You don't see a stick. You, on the other hand, about 30 foot down the north path, see another faint green arrow on the side of the wall.
There's another arrow pointing this way.
Oh, well,
we might as well follow the green arrows.
might as well follow the green arrows.
How fresh does this look, Shrek?
About the same age as the other.
This place echoes.
As you get down to that green arrow, you're able to see something coming up in the distance. It looks like a large blade stuck in the wall and a skeletal figure hanging there attached to it.
Last rites again.
I'm gonna check. The skeleton's been looted.
Yes. It seems like this one's been here quite some time.
Okay.
The rope that was hanging the swinging blade that came out through the walls even started to decay.
I would like to investigate the trap mechanism so that I can maybe see and get a better feel for what this would look like undeployed.
You notice that one of the stones of the walkway seems to have a slightly sunk in compared to the rest.
Okay.
When not triggered, it would have been nigh invisible.
Is there any distinguishing, like, about that stone that makes it different than the others that I can pick up on?
It was wide enough to put a foot on, where some of them aren't.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Watch your feet, everybody. There's probably more of these.
Yes, there, Master Cleric. Watch your footsteps.
That's not fucking creepy at all.
Most blades will be above the head. It's fine.
So you're saying it was triggered by a footstep?
It looks like that. This
What
right
kind
here.
of sword is that?
She'll pull out her little quarterstaff that she's got, and she's going to use it as a walking stick. So in front of her, she's going to tap, so that nothing she steps on, the stick will hit it first.
Are you just tapping all over, or just...
No, just where I walk. So like
Okay.
where my foot's about to go, she'll tap there.
All right.
Maybe you should tap also, Mr. Dwarf, since you're in the front.
Clank, clank.
All right.
Both of my hands are occupied with shields.
I don't care what you tap it with.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the blade like this.
That's
Okay.
okay. I'm sitting back, probably a good 5 foot behind you.
The magical explosion will tell you if I found something.
Sure, well,
Like, well, he dead.
We did.
You continue on, and then you see the green arrow. But, well, let me rephrase that. You see a green line on a section of wall. No arrow.
No divergence, and like we're not in like an entryway or anything.
Mm-mm. is just part of a green line.
I'm gonna walk along the wall and tank, and see if
Click.
it sounds.
You found a click. That section of wall swings in, and you see the other part of the green arrow pointing further in to the east.
So just to recap, this thing turned around and we went north for some ways, and then we're going east.
Yeah, you found a secret passageway.
East, but the thing continues on.
The arrow continues down the secret passageway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shall we?
I really hope they were using green arrows.
That's the assumption we're making right now. So
Yep. We've
we
hardly
can't
followed
change
it
course
this far, yeah.
midstream.
It's kind of west.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
I mean, who's counting? East, west, whatever.
What are you talking about? I'm making a map as we're going.
I am too.
Okay. Let's see if they look the same at the end of this. So, you follow the path to the east.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of tracks on this path. It seems less well traveled than what you saw outside.
But there are visible tracks.
Yes, there are
How many
visible
sets?
tracks in the dust. Looks like if you were trying to guess, anywhere between 3 to 6 people traveled this direction recently.
That's the right number.
And yeah, are they looking fresh?
The tracks, yes, they look fairly fresh.
Well.
Following this path, suddenly coming into view, you see a body laying on the floor.
I'm going to cautiously approach the body.
Last strikes.
That doesn't.
The paladin runs up past you quickly and starts performing strikes, and then also falls over dead.
Yes. That
Is
was,
it holding a stick?
no.
Well, that didn't go well at all.
No, they're not holding a stick. You cautiously approach the body. You get there, you see he's laying dead in a pool of blood. Most of his equipment seems to be taken off of him. His belt was even cut and taken. No backpack or any other visible is left with his clothes here. It seems a spike came out through the floor and impaled him.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
But so you said there's blood, so it was within the last few days, or
Yeah, it was within the last few days. He's fairly fresh.
Does he meet
Kind
the
of-
description of anybody in the party?
You have oh, you do. You have that note you took down off the wall.
yeah.
Going over the description from him, and there you can cross him off as the human fighter that was with the party.
Seems like we're on the right path.
well, that would be the front guy. After you there, Master Cleric.
You know, I
This
saw a
is the
similar
body.
injury like this to a little girl once.
He was. It was more of a slicing motion, if I recall.
I said similar.
I'm going to be looking at the ground to avoid any crotch spikes.
Mage hand is up, pushing on the ground in front of the cleric.
Oh,
Okay. Okay, good.
I'm going to go ahead and cast guidance on myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just keep up it's a 1 minute concentration duration. I'll cast it, hold it for a minute, then I'll cast it again. It's a cantrip. It just gives me an additional D4 on a ability check
Okay.
to avoid the crotch spike when it comes.
Yeah. So you keep going ahead. Finias, in front of the cleric, just a few steps ahead, you see another one of those spikes shoot out of the ground in front of the cleric, nice and safe. Cleric, you notice that it seems to be mechanical in its firing out and pulling back down, and it is wickedly barbed.
Ooh. Eviscerates, yeah.
I'm gonna look to see where he pushed down.
It seems to be the entire tile around that, and you can now tell where it's at clearly because it's broken. Okay, hang on one second. Yeah, it's very visible where you would step now that the trap has been sprung.
Okay, so the trap came through the tile, so there
Yeah.
wasn't like a hole in the ground
Mm-mm,
for it to come through.
mm-mm. It seemed to shatter through what was probably a clay tile.
If I push on that, or if he push it, I ask him to push again on the thing and see if it triggers.
I do it.
It fires up once again.
As it fires up, I'm gonna try to like shield bash into it to see if I can like bend it and stick it out.
Athletics. I think would be the best choice for this. Or raw strength. No, it's just... All right, so you do it again. Flies off of it, lands on his. You hit it just the wrong angle. It starts vibrating a bit, and he sinks back into the ground.
Nope, too sturdy to do that.
I help the cleric up.
Okay.
What was the purpose of that?
I was hoping to jar it so it wouldn't go back down.
Here, why don't we try together? I will bring out my shield.
Explain the physics of that.
I'll let the paladin give it a try.
All
Maybe
right.
more.
Go ahead, Finias.
No, I said explain the physics of two people trying to hit a standing pole with shields.
I know.
Yeah, I'm stepping out of the way and letting the paladin test her strength at it.
I'll try.
Oh, okay. I pushed the thing again.
All right. Fleur, you slam into it, and you manage to dent it just slightly so that the hooks and barbs on it are keeping it from going back down. It seems to be somewhat stuck now.
Hopefully
I
that'll keep it
will-
from re-triggering. I softened it up for you.
I'll go ahead and bend it the rest of the way since the thing's stationary now.
Okay.
Ben was watching. It's like, look, don't need the thing yourself righting itself a bit with trying to pull back down and then fucking re-trigger.
You've successfully damaged it.
Okay. Proceed on down the tunnel. We know there may be more of these.
Yeah, tappa, tappa, tappa.
I am very, very grateful for your mage hand, my friend.
It's literally what it's there for.
As you come up, you see another T intersection and a stain on the ground in the middle of it.
This looks interesting. What
Stain
kind of
is on
stain?
the ground,
Mm-hmm.
like a blood stain.
Yeah, it's a gooey stain.
I look up.
You see several broken items mixed in with the mush.
I look up.
Look up.
There's also a stain on the top.
Yep.
I'm
That
going to.
seems to be one solid
Oh.
stone there and there.
Oh my word.
So it definitely comes crashing down.
I'm gonna look for an arrow on either side. You said it's an intersection.
There is a shaky arrow drawn heading off again to the north now.
How many bodies does it look like that's in this intersection without entering it?
Part of one.
Okay.
You can't identify what that was.
Stick and push down on the intersection with a stick.
You push down the intersection with a stick,
Yes.
nothing happens.
It must
I'm
be a-
going to hug the corner of the wall. And is the floor the same, broken up like stones as the rest of it?
No, they both look like flat pieces of stone.
I'm gonna get to the corner and just try to hop and avoid the flat piece.
I watch with amusement.
We'll see what happens when the chalice meets stone pistons. That's an idea. Should we put the cup on them and see if what happens?
No.
Okay. Sorry about that. So now what did you do?
Okay, I'm gonna get on the intersection and try to hop over that corner of smooth stone.
I'm still
Okay.
here. You just can't see me.
Okay. So you get on the intersection. You're hopping to the left or to the right, where the arrow is, off to the. To the north is what I'm trying to say, or the
Yeah.
south. You're hopping
gonna
towards
hop
the arrow. Okay. You get right against the corner. You hop across, and everyone's going to see this. I need you to do a acrobatics with your hop, or is it athletics for this? Finias, what's it called on that?
Acrobatic. It's depending if you're being dexterous. That sounds dexterous. Versus
Yeah.
strength. Yeah, you're being nimble, trying to be nimble. So.
Acrobatics. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and add my D4. It ain't gonna do anything. But
Oh no! Okay, that's what you did. So, so Olaf, damn it! You go, you hop, and you'll all see the thing. The tile on the bottom shoots up.
Oh,
Olaf, you make it partway clear, but your leg didn't get all the way through.
I'll be
From
hopping
the
along
knee-
Olaf now.
From the knee down on your left leg, you're carried up to the ceiling, and
I turned the stone into flesh.
it takes you back down.
Do I get a reflex save to avoid it?
no.
I mean, I
Technically,
triggered
it's-
it, but do I get a save to?
You know what? Yeah, because this is gonna suck. I'm at DC 14.
I can always heal him.
You can't repair a
Nope.
limb, no.
Okay.
Might be able to. Let me see.
Shrek,
Smash.
Are we playing with like dismemberment?
Not intentionally. This was just supposed to be death.
Shrek,
Yes.
kid,
How much?
I'm just gonna ask this one question. So when he does this hop and the hop doesn't look right, can I
Did you try it?
do athletics to tackle him out of the way?
Yes. Yes. Sure.
I
That's
don't
great.
care. We'll do 2 if it needs to. Fuck.
So you jump in to try to tackle him out of the way. You see those things shoot up. So Fleur, I'm guessing you're going in this way. So it's going to get this arm. Your arm's broken, your leg's broken.
Good
Okay.
thing you can fix that.
Huh?
Good thing they can fix that.
So I take it, lowers back down, and we're kind of gimpy.
You're kind of gimpy. But you're not dead.
Triggered it?
You don't. Pressure didn't seem to do anything to it.
So, medicine check to set the bone?
Okay. You see Fleur pull, and you're pretty sure it wasn't supposed to do that.
Yep, it's definitely broken.
Hey, you
Fleur
guys.
waves at you with two wrists.
Say what?
Would you like me to
You
cure
wave
your
with two
ailment
wrists.
for you?
Sure. Doing it again. I'll reattempt to set the bone.
He said it.
It's like that.
Oh, then the halfling, okay,
Yeah.
the halfling walks
Don't you
over
know
and
what you're doing?
intricately snaps your arm back into place.
So has the ceiling lowered yet, or is it
Yeah.
still?
It lowered
Okay, so just
after you smashed him real good.
Cure wounds.
Okay.
The arm.
You cast your Cure Wounds. And that takes care of the damage too, so don't worry about that. Oh, no, that's Lyco's medicine.
That was
Hold
my
on.
medicine to set my leg, and I'm casting.
And if that doesn't work, I got lesser restoration.
Well, you didn't get it snapped off, so regeneration isn't going to be necessary.
Restoration, not regeneration.
Oh, okay.
How much damage did it do, Shrek?
To both of you, it did. That's it. 8 damage.
Okay.
Ow. So, pop my leg back into place. Or do I need a healing spell to fix the damage?
Here,
You
eat
did
these
it, you
berries.
Do you ever, yeah, you might snap it back into place, but if you just walk on it, you're not going to do too hot.
Okay, well, the healing berry will help, maybe.
Oh.
That's 1 hit point. Worth 10 berries.
So you each get a berry.
Yay.
I'll give you each 5 berries. Yeah, I can split them up.
You're temporarily mended. But you can now, at least with that small bit, imagine what it would have been like to have not realized that you needed to be careful.
Now, do we realize that we have to go that way?
You do see the shaky green arrow.
Okay, and when he jumped through,
Mhm.
when did the bottom meet the top? When he touched the bottom, or did he barely miss the bottom? What happened?
He never touched it.
I'm going to step on the side of the plate where I landed and see if there's a trigger there.
So the moment that you raise your foot up and go out over the top of the plate, it fires up again.
Okay, so it sets the trap when you step next to it, and then when you release, it fires.
Mhm.
So I put my foot down and arm the trap. Oh, can somebody push their foot down and remove it on that side and see if it fires?
I'll do it.
You put your foot down on that side, and it fires.
So the trigger mechanism is on either side of the trap.
Yeah.
How far out is it?
It's just the row right in front of it.
So you just avoid that row and you're fine.
Well, I'll hold this one trigger down. You guys just hop over and avoid that row.
Yeah, but you don't have to hold it triggered. The second either one of them is released, it'll fire.
Oh, then I'll go ahead, pull my foot off, let it fire, and then we know to avoid.
The first row.
Yeah, I'm gonna take just to be on the safe side. I'm gonna take one of those brick rations I've got and just throw it to make sure it's not motion censored at all.
You throw it just right out in there.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
It does, if it
It lands.
Just
smack.
for shits and giggles, I'm going to fire the trap when it's in there.
You see it land. Nothing fires off. You fire the trap off. You see it go almost all the way to the top.
we broke it.
And then come back down slowly with a crack in the top plate.
I was about to say, I want to put the chalice in and fire it off.
Well, at least if we do accidentally trigger it, we'll get completely crushed with that thing sitting in there. We'll just be slightly thinner.
So how do you manage to go across now?
Well, so we can step on the stone, you just don't step on the sides right next to it. So that should be a short little hop, so we think.
I'll
Is
do
a
it.
short little hop?
I will quickly hop over onto the stone and then quickly hop over to the safe spot on the other side.
Finias arrives fine.
Okay.
By jumping straight into the trap, you avoid it.
I follow his lead.
Nothing happens. Easy peasy.
You want your bread back?
Yeah, I'll pick it up on the way.
I could mage hand it to you too, yeah.
Just shake it off a little bit. Okay, I guess we go north. At least now we know we're only going to have to deal with 3 of them if there's any left.
But the traps in here seem to be quite devious.
And lethal.
Going further north,
Well, Shrek, just to make sure all the damage from that trap has been fixed, right?
you have 7 damage on each of you as you only ate 1 berry.
I ate all 5.
He gave you 5 each or what?
Yeah, it conjures 10 berries between them two.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I didn't hear that. So you didn't just give him 1 berry. So yeah, you took 5 off of that. So you only have 2 hit points missing.
Okay.
Going further north now, you see a wooden door that's slightly ajar.
You won't have to eat for 5 days, by the way.
So, well, okay, the door's kind of open.
Mm-hmm.
I am
How
still
far
using.
away from us is it?
It's a good 20 feet ahead of you. What did you say, Lilith?
I'm still using my stick, so I'm safely walking.
Okay.
While we're still 20 foot back, I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy
Yeah.
and open it.
Okay. You open the door. You see in that room 3 mirrors standing in front of a pedestal. On that pedestal, or near that pedestal, you see a statue of a very surprised-looking dwarven cleric holding a gem.
Hey, look, it's just like how you always want, right there for you there, Olaf.
You notice there is a
awful
dwarven
expensive.
cleric on that roster.
It looks awful expensive.
-1 Dwarven Cleric.
I'm sure Joaquin would protect you.
The roster had a human warlock, a dwarven cleric, an elven rogue, an elven wizard, and a human fighter. So far, you've seen the dwarven rogue and the human fighter, and you're not entirely sure.
You've seen the Elven Rogue?
No. You've seen the human fighter and the dwarven cleric, and you're not entirely sure what the stain was.
Okay, I'm sorry. We had a human warlock, a human
warlock, a human fighter, an elven rogue, an elven wizard, and a dwarven cleric.
I'll be right
The elven
back.
wizard. Okay. The elven wizard is the sister that they're looking for.
Okay.
Hopefully she's
And the
not the
rogue's the one
stain.
we have that has the stick.
And the rogue's the one that has the stick.
Okay.
What'd you say, Finias?
I said hopefully she wasn't the stain.
Yeah, right. But yeah, like I said, you see an open room, 3 mirrors on the wall, up on a slightly raised dais, and then the pedestal there.
Is the room a square or round or?
Square.
Are the mirrors bouncing light onto anything, or is that what they seem to be used for, or are they just full-length mirrors for viewing?
They seem to be full-length mirrors for viewing from this distance.
Where was and which way was the cleric statue looking?
He was looking back towards the door, like he had climbed up, looked around the pedestal, and then picked up the gem and was suddenly shocked by something. Perhaps the turning to stone. That would surprise me.
Does he look gray like stone, or does he just look like he's frozen like a piece of stone?
Gray like stone.
Okay.
If only Thargeth was here, he'd turn around and say, "Oh, this is some nice wall work."
The nice statue would go good in my garden. Okay, the door open. Are the mirrors all on one side, or are they one on each wall?
They're all on one side. You see in front of the mirror on the far left a blood stain and an elven male corpse with a dagger in his stomach.
Does it look like the one of the description?
It
Are
does.
all the mirrors on the left side?
All the mirrors, yes. But
I'm
you see
gonna.
he's laying dead in front of the mirror.
Was the knife from the front or from the back?
From the front. He seems to have taken himself out for some reason.
Sadly.
You don't see the stick on him, though, you notice, Mr. Druid.
What's in front of the other two mirrors?
Nothing visible. Just the die is spread out.
Oh, you know what? I cast find the thingy.
Okay.
Find object.
There's a spell like that. Where is that?
Locate object is probably what's still called, I guess.
Yeah, locate object.
What level is it?
It's the second level spell.
How many of those left?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like I do.
Well, you cast 3 dark visions.
He doesn't have
Yeah.
one then.
You can
Okay.
burn a higher level spell slot to cast lower.
True. I do that.
All right. You cast that.
I
You
actually
get,
I have 3 second level spell slots.
Yeah,
by
and
the
you
way.
used them all for dark vision.
I used 2 of them for dark vision.
oh, wait, yeah. That's right. He did only cast it twice.
Okay.
You and Fleur. Okay. So you
Oh, I
use
thought he
your
hit
last-
Vindy with it too.
Mm-mm.
No, she can see.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
You use your last second level spell slot, and
Yep.
you're directed towards the mirror with the dead elf in front of it, but you also feel like it's close yet very far.
Maybe the mirrors are used for traveling.
You want to give me 10 minutes and I can find out?
I'll give you 10 minutes. And then I'm going in.
Without looking directly into the mirror side of it, or
Mhm.
any of the mirrors, I would like to identify the mirror.
But you're close enough to kind of see it.
I'm not looking through the reflection side of it. I would approach it from the side and
Okay.
I have to touch it, so I'd have to touch it from the non-mirrored side, the frame or whatever.
But that's going to require walking past 2 of the other mirrors, just so you know.
You're just going
Turn
to
on-
take up that whole
You have
wall.
the shield.
Oh, then
Shield up in front of the wall.
You should close your eyes when you walk inside.
can I, yeah, I guess I could scooch. Is there enough room between the wall and the mirror that I could get behind it?
No, it's hung on the wall.
Just don't stare at it.
Is there
It's hung
anything
on
on
the
the
wall.
other side of the room?
How high off the wall are they?
Doesn't seem to be. They seem to be like full wall mirrors.
Oh, okay.
They're up from the dais all the way to the ceiling, and the 3 of them in their width are taking up that entire wall.
Okay.
But
Well-
we are missing a wizard.
Here goes nothing.
Yep, you are missing the wizard still.
I'll detect magic on the middle one. Not detect magic. Identify on the middle one.
Identify on the middle one.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a suspicion the left one is nasty.
While he's doing that, I'm going to look at this frozen statue of a cleric. Is the gem he's holding a real gem still, or is it a stone too?
The gem seems to be real still. It's a ruby, fist-sized. Very nice.
I heard this one.
Actually, before I'm not from 30 feet away. I'm not going to use identify. I'm going to use detect magic.
Okay. And your detect magic will give you strong conjuration on them.
All 3?
All 3.
What's conjuration magic? That's creating things, isn't it?
It's one of the things for it, yeah.
Yeah.
I say that out loud. I'm getting strong conjuration vibes from this.
Summoning stuff?
And
Teleportation, isn't it?
yes.
I'm gonna look around. So there's no sign of the wizard.
No sign of the wizard in the room.
Can we roll Arcana to see if we can get an idea?
Yeah.
Is the dwarf statue a complete statue, like all of his equipment as well?
Yes. He's totally stoned. And yeah, with that, there may be some kind of a gateway.
Hey, Maevis. Have you seen anything like this in your travels as a bard?
Let me practice this. Okay, good.
I would like to Yager pilot Maevis to... Doesn't he have bardic knowledge or something like that?
Nah, none of that stuff. Not anymore. That's gone with Kel.
So you said this was kind of a portal?
You think they might be some type of teleportation device.
Okay.
But you have no idea why that would cause an elf to kill himself.
I'm gonna try to break this arm of the dwarf statue.
Okay.
That poor dwarf.
You
Is
do.
it me?
Well,
Which
because
the one holding the gem, or
yeah, is he frozen like in the pose?
yeah.
Why don't you just cure him of petrification?
I don't have that
This is
spell.
much more fun.
So you break the gem, the arm holding the gem.
Yeah, I'm trying to like break it mid.
All right,
I'll
you
take
get your
the
own
edge of
shield
my shield and just.
and break it off. Good, you got it.
Does it bleed?
The halfling's like, oh my god!
It's stone all the way through. You can see like through the anatomy, the stone layer of skin, stone muscles, stone bones in the center.
That poor dwarf!
Well, do you have a way to turn him back?
It's too late now! I don't want you. Could you
You can
imagine?
put it back on.
It doesn't work that way.
Anyone got any glue?
So you're up there. Are you looking around while you're up there next to this dwarf?
Yeah.
You turn back towards the mirror,
Which one?
the one in the middle, because that's where the middle dais is.
The one the dwarf
I
sold.
thought all the beers were on the same wall.
Uh-huh. That's why I'm saying, were you looking around while you're doing this? Did you look into one of the mirrors?
No, I'm concentrating on the dwarf, and then once I got the thing,
Okay,
I'm
so
looking at the hole, and then I'm gonna take the gem and put it in my bag.
the gem? You're taking the gem and putting it...
No, I'm not taking the gem out of the hand. I'm holding the hand, holding the gem, and putting that in my bag.
What kind of bag do you have?
God.
Just a backpack.
Just a backpack?
Yeah.
Poor Apu.
Seems fine for the time being.
The team? I had nothing to do with it.
Seems
Okay.
fine for the time being.
So what do you do in this room?
I'm getting out. Fuck the stick.
You hired us to come here. You knew you should have known.
You took the money.
Look, it was already dead. It might as well be. He says as he just kind of, what's the problem? Knocks it over, it shatters.
Oh my god.
Last
You
right
shut up,
through
Hank.
the doorway.
Poor guy.
He should have signed a contract.
Can you
You're
fix
surprised
that with the
and
contract?
rolls over to you.
I could probably take him out of petrification, but it was a little too late.
So
I do have a spell for that, but I don't want to bring him back to life with his arm broken off.
Yes, death is much better than having a nub.
Exactly. Death is much better than being trapped in a skull.
Okay, somebody keep an eye on me. I'm going to take a look at this center mirror in closer detail.
Hold on. Before you do that, hold this rope. Let me tie this rope around you.
blessings upon you.
No, let me tie this rope around you.
I tie the rope around me.
I
Okay.
grab the rope on the other side.
May the ancients bless you.
Screw your gods, just save my ass when shit goes bad.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go ahead and cast guidance on him as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the opposite wall. While he's doing that, I'm gonna look at the opposite wall.
That wall seems to be kind of bare.
Which is weird to me. So I'm gonna kind of do I don't know if it's a search or whatever you want to call it, but I'm making sure there's nothing fishy about that wall because for some reason this one just seems a little bland to me.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but
It is weird. So you walk up to the middle mirror and you look through, and on the other side, you see what looks like a functioning laboratory. Nothing seems to be working at the moment. There's books on shelves. The only thing that seems odd about the place is the floor is littered with bodies.
Oh, back this.
Does it look like people like walked through and then just died?
That's what it looks like. You see some of them that are they're crawling over in different places, clutching at their throats. But the position, the
They all have
bodies-
like petechial hemorrhaging and stuff like that, like they suffocated.
That's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any air over there.
Could be
Oh, and I
poison
think
gas.
this is a portal, by the way.
You don't say.
You see our wizard friend in there.
Do I see any bodies that look like a description of the
Nothing
wizard?
fresh.
Nothing
It looks like the ones
fresh.
in there have been dead for a long time.
Wonder if there's a way to throw a grappling hook and draw some of them out.
I mean, if you got a grappling hook, it couldn't hurt to try.
I don't want to just chuck a grappling hook in a mirror.
Well,
But okay,
You check
Back-
the other mirrors?
back to the stone dwarf. He was looking away from the mirrors, right?
Yeah.
Like he's looking back to the entryway.
Are there other mirrors in there? There's just the one, right?
There's 3.
What do the other ones show?
Well, one of them has a dead elf that stabbed himself in front of it. We haven't looked at the one on the far left.
Far right, I think, isn't it? The left is the
No,
stabbed elf.
The far right's a stabbed elf.
Okay.
And Lilith,
yes.
actually, I'm going to just send this to you here, and then we'll see. You do manage, while looking around, to find a small inscription on that bare wall.
Because the
Okay.
the mirrors are actually on the left side, not the.
Gotcha.
And Lilith's looking at the right side.
Yeah, I'm looking at the side that doesn't have the mirrors.
So what's on the side of the door that we came in? And this is where I turn to stone.
Don't worry, we'll chop your arm off too.
You look on the mirror where you came in.
No, like what the side we what's the path we came in?
That's where Lilith's looking now, at that wall. The wall
I thought
that's opposite the mirrors.
I thought the mirrors were on the left, Lilith's on the right. We're at the bottom.
You
Right?
came forward looking at the mirrors in front of you with the.
Oh, so
Okay, so it was right.
I
The
was
mirrors
right.
are on the north.
I did have it right.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
The mirrors are on the north. Y'all came in through the south. The walls on the east and west have tapestries hanging on them, but they seem to have decayed long since. And this wall was bare, so Lilith's been looking
Okay.
at the wall that y'all came in.
That's what I was about to search, but Lilith's working on it.
And you found that small inscription. So
I found something.
Oh?
It's an inscription.
it's in
Not
an
sure if it will help,
tongue.
but it says to proceed sometimes requires a step back. Any
I s-
idea what that could mean?
I
have
stepped
the
backwards.
other side in the hallway that we haven't gone through yet.
What's on the...
It's on the wall behind us.
I'm just gonna do something that's probably gonna look stupid, but I'm gonna see if it works anyway. Lilith will go to the middle where that pillar thing where the jewel would have probably been standing,
Uh-huh.
and She's going to stand in front of it where the mirrors are in front of her and walk backwards out of the room and see what happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You could always try walking into the center mirror.
I then turn around and walk backwards back into the room.
Do I recognize the language that that's in?
It seems to be in Draconic.
Interesting.
Nothing happens there either.
Okay.
I wonder if you have to walk backwards into the mirrors, but
Yep.
what's in the left mirror, the one that doesn't have a corpse?
Would
go
you like
over-
me to look at it?
Yeah, if you want to look at the magic, while he's doing that, I'm gonna look at the corpse.
Okay. You get
And-
close and inspect the corpse and see that he's dead, laying there. You're going to notice he definitely killed himself. His
Like,
Yeah, like he was trying
Seppuku.
to finish himself off. He's got tears streaking his cheeks. You notice the hand that's still clutching the dagger is wearing a wedding band. A quick look just to the side where he's at the mirror, you see the elven mage also wearing a wedding band, dead, clutching her throat, leaned up against the other side of the mirror.
oh, like she teleported into the mirror. What's in that room?
You also see corpses laying about that have the same state of suffocation. Looking around in there, you see tomes and scrolls. A library of sorts.
Any sticks?
You also see the stick laying next to her.
God! Well, I found your stick. Pay us.
After we get back, I said.
You, Finias, looking through the third, see what looks to be a treasury. There's money in there. And there's no bodies.
Hey, look! It looks like it's your payment in advance. There, Olaf.
It seems that no one's died in that room, surely.
That's because it's the one that looks most like a fucking trap.
Yeah. Sometime
Hey,
before we went in, I'm hoping I had resummoned the monkey. I don't know if you'll allow that, but
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. That's clearly a trap. So I'll have the monkey touch the glass on the one with the dead elf.
Have
Okay.
him do it backwards. Have him try to walk through the mirror backwards.
Okay.
If you can communicate that.
Okay, the monkey walks backwards through the mirror. Once he's inside, he starts chittering and grabbing at his throat because he can't breathe.
He's technically a fey creature. Does he breathe?
Pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Well, he's got 6 minutes. He's got con.
Yeah, so the monkey's just like banging on things and jumping around, but not
Can-
able to breathe in there.
Okay. I would have told him
Do you
to
have do you have a connection where you can feel how close he is?
not any. It's broken now because I can't directly control him because he's too far away. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But I would have imparted on him like come back through if anything goes wrong.
Okay.
Now, when he touched the mirror, did it seem like he got yanked through, or was it just a smooth transition of him calmly stepping?
Seemed to be like he was pulled through quickly when he touched it.
You said he's banging on stuff. Did he bang on the mirror to try to get back through?
Yeah, he's banging all around trying to find some way out.
But no matter how hard he bangs on the mirror, he can't get back through.
Right.
Was there a door?
There doesn't seem to be a door in that room.
Well, that takes out the step backwards through the mirror
You
stick.
said I sensed the item behind me as well?
Well, not necessarily. Maybe he has to walk backwards
No.
to get back out again.
You sensed it close and yet far. Now that you're up here near the mirror, you can see the item through the mirror.
Yeah, but do I sense like its physical
It's right
location?
there, but it's also far away.
What's your ruling on my ability to desummon him? Does he have to be close?
I'm going to say no.
Okay, so I'll pop him away and pop him back.
You get a grateful look as he disappears.
He would just pop right back onto my shoulder. I can, as long as he hasn't been destroyed, it's an instantaneous disappear and reappear.
Okay, good. Yeah, so he pops back on your shoulder.
Greg, I'm gonna be stripping the elf. Well, not stripping, but searching the elf robe for any other shiny things.
All right. You do find that he seems to have the majority of the. Actually, no, he wouldn't. He has some of the rations that the rest of the party had. He's carrying a longsword that must have belonged to the fighter. He's got his own personal dagger. None of this seems to be of any particular quality. It looks like they were mainly down here trying to find money. The most valuable item that seems to be on him is his wedding band. Yeah. Okay.
There's a room behind this wall with the 3 mirrors, or what?
On the other side of the
Each
high
mirror
wall.
leads to a different. Each mirror seems to be a portal that leads to another room.
Okay.
Now the thing is, there's no bodies in the treasury room, which means either something in the treasury room's cleaning them up, or maybe that one doesn't kill you. Do you want to try to send the monkey into the treasury room?
Yep. Now that I'm in telepathic communication with him, like, was it that there was no air? The air just wasn't breathable? Was it?
He's giving you no air.
No air, okay. It's a vacuum,
Yeah.
Send you to the moon base.
basically.
Can you tell him to walk backwards back out the way he came?
I can. Hey, through the gold one.
All right. You send the monkey through the gold one. He runs up, jumps through the mirror. He barely touches the gold with the first foot, and you see the whole room just chomp and be chewing him.
I would, snap him away. I don't know if there's enough time.
Mimic?
Giant
The
mimic.
entire Giant mimic.
Definitely.
A friend!
Oh, God damn it. Handy, it's back!
You were managed to snap him out before he was digested. The monkey is now sitting on your shoulder and looking at you.
Like, you
Like
motherfucker.
you, I'm not going.
Don't
like that.
behave. You know you can't be killed.
He looks away. You get the whole, well, that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You want to try the backwards thing on the other room?
Have him hold his breath, walk in, and then try to step backwards up the.
Yeah.
The monkey holds his breath, walks into the room, starts to kind of panic, you can tell, but remembers your command and starts walking backwards and comes back out the mirror.
Nice.
He then looks up at you for approval.
Nice. Now go grab the staff.
Or how is this the other room? If we know how to see if it's the same way, if we can get in and out.
One problem at a time. Let's get the staff first,
The monkey looks at you and
please.
goes in.
And thank you.
He collects the stick and walks out, dragging it backwards with him.
Nice.
The staff has been located.
The staff?
There doesn't seem to be anything living in the rooms, though, right?
No, there doesn't seem to be.
I don't like that.
Perhaps we should just take the staff and leave. We still don't know what petrified the guy.
I'm assuming it's the gem. Because everything on him was a stone.
Where is
except
the gem?
in my bag.
Oh, what ping did I get off the stone?
Oh, that transmutation.
It has a
Powerful.
powerful transmutation aura around it.
I have a club of petrification now. It's fine. Smack people with the gem.
It's interesting.
Yeah, just here, catch this.
I have seen weirder items used as weapons, so roll them.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
take the leap of faith, Shreg.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna step in the room that the monkey just came out of, grab the mage,
Uh-huh.
and step backwards out.
You managed to do so.
Is there, while I'm in the room, I am gonna like do a glance around. I mean, is there a sense of pressure, or is it just there's nothing to breathe here?
There's nothing to breathe here. It seems to be perfect for preserving ancient tomes.
A portal to fucking moon ravens. It's fine. So I'm gonna walk back out. Okay.
Mhm.
There's our extra prize money.
How big are the mirrors?
So let's say just give you like 8 foot tall by about 6 foot wide.
Damn it. Too big for the bag of holding.
Well, Fleur, do you?
I
There
don't
are a
think
bunch
you
of
wanna put a
people in
portal
there
inside
that
of a
need their
portal.
last rites.
Yeah, there's that problem too.
Yeah, remember what happened last time?
Such a jackass.
Fleur just points towards the mimic one and says, "Look at all the rich treasure in there that you could easily pay for
I,
the rest of your life in there. Think of it; it's something that Joaquin should impart her blessing upon."
I go to the mirror. Joaquin blesses you, mighty mimic. You look glorious in her image. And walk away.
The mirror burps.
But no, I'm serious. I mean, if we can go in these mirrors, do you not want to bring them out to give them blessings? I'm not
And
saying
loot
you
their
need to go in
corpses.
Yeah, what are we
you
doing?
wanna loot their corpse.
Here's your stick.
What? Okay.
We're trying to decide what to do with these other poor dead souls.
Well, I'll see y'all later.
Hey, you want us the other half?
Wait, once we get up the hole.
You notice on the elf that you drug out that she has a locket that she's also drawn with in the likeness, so that's something that you can use to identify her. And she has the matching band to the one that's dead outside. She seems to have died in complete agony as she's suffocated.
Hey,
Technically, suffocation
know-
is supposed to be one of the gentler deaths.
You know,
Well,
you get a
Yeah,
lot more
it's
money.
nice to just panic to death.
I'd
You get a
say.
lot more money if you turn around and raised her from the dead and then brought her back to her filthy rich family.
Unfortunately, she's been dead for too long. I'm not that powerful in my ladies.
That's a ninth level spell.
Now
What is
that,
this level you speak of?
now that she's out in the air, she does seem to be decaying
If
rapidly.
you pay your dues in the
Well, she's
guild,
only been dead a few days.
get that spell.
Well, I mean, she was in a vacuum, perfectly preserved, almost as if time hadn't passed. But it's too late now.
Which means you could have resurrected.
It's called true resurrection.
You totally could have
that's
gentle
scary.
reposed
You're
her.
not good enough to try that.
It's a
So
true
what?
You don't get
You're
true
not
resurrection.
good enough to try that with.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Uh-huh.
Well,
You're gonna
she
go-
didn't pay my fee, and that's an expensive spell. So
Isn't it?
True resurrection. It's a ninth level spell. You can't.
You know,
No, he's got one that's good for when they just died.
Oh, I've got that too.
but it's more of just grabbing the soul as it's leaving the body and jamming it back in. I don't think it'd
Yeah.
work even with
That
airtight preservation methods.
well, just go in there and grab her soul, bring her back. It's that simple, right?
Awaken?
She's
No.
dead, Jim.
She's
What's
dead,
awaken?
Jim.
I'm gonna walk up to the mirror that has the all the stuff in it. You know, the loot.
The
I'm just gonna
library.
walk up.
There's a library, and then there's a laboratory.
No, not those
The
two.
mimic.
The mimic one. She's just gonna kind of look at the mirror and say, "I know your cousin. He was nice." Just gotta turn away.
Yeah.
You get a puzzled look from the treasure room.
Go ahead and toss the elf rogue in there for him.
He eats it happily.
Yeah, you got. It can't have been dead more than 10 days.
Oh, look
Hey,
at
look at
Olaf.
that.
Mimics are your friends too?
It's in my lady's image. Lots of money.
So what do y'all do now?
Should we grab the locket? It's identifying. It seems to be pretty unique.
Well, I mean, she is pretty preserved. She's pretty preserved.
I'm
I mean-
fine with carrying a dead body out of here.
Was that more than 10 days?
Well, as he said, she died in a completely airtight room, so she hasn't started decaying.
I think it's a time thing, not a.
Didn't you say
Five
she
times.
started to decay,
He
Shrek?
said she started to rapidly decay, is what
Yeah.
Sragg said.
I was messing with us.
Oh.
But you can tell she's still very well preserved, thanks to the airless environment.
You could cast it and see what happens.
Nah, mine's revivify. It's only it's only a turn after or a minute after they die.
What the hell? You're fit.
Their time-wise, they've been gone for 3 days.
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's a waste. It'd be a waste of money.
Oh.
But
I mean, I could cast it.
Her rich family might want to have more powerful magics that could bring her
yeah,
back
so
even.
I mean, we should take the body back. But what are we gonna do? I mean, we're in the dungeon with that people go down for loot. We're staring at loot. We know how to get the loot. Are we gonna walk away from that?
You mean all the loot on the bodies?
That and the loot in the rooms. I mean, we're looking at a library.
I think it's a
preserved-
trap. I don't think you want anything in there.
I don't know. I'm not magically inclined, but I'm monetarily inclined.
Well,
I mean-
so don't sell the loot, sell the map.
I love you. Here's a wedding band.
The map and the solution.
Exactly. Tell people what to do, tell them about the little tricks, you know?
But so I mean, did we want to see if there's anything? That's why I was asking Fleur if she wanted to do last rituals, because we could go ahead and brave the room for a few minutes while she does her rituals, see if the bodies have anything on them.
How many bodies are in there?
Several, actually. It looks like there's been, over time, different parties have discovered this.
You know what?
Yes.
I'm inclined to see what's on those bodies. Who knows?
I know I mean,
You're going to guess there's about 6 bodies in the library room, and you saw at least 12 in the laboratory.
Yeah, okay, I'll have the we didn't check the library room, did we? If the same thing works.
The laboratory you didn't check.
Okay, we'll check the laboratory
I'm gonna.
with the monkey.
I want to look at the laboratory. I'm not gonna go in. I just want to look at it.
All right.
Is it familiar?
The laboratory in there does not look familiar to you, no.
Does any of these places look familiar?
No.
Just making sure.
No. These belong to someone else.
okay.
Got
The
it.
monkey goes through. Now, here's a question. What happens to a familiar when all the moisture is suddenly sucked out of his body?
Well,
Desiccation.
It's dead, Jim.
It's dead, Jim. Yeah.
So you're going to see the monkey jump through and become like a mummy and fall to the ground.
When did you say there are other corpses in there?
Mm-hmm. They look
And-
the same way.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Yeah, they look bad, like everything was pulled out of them.
Yeah, you said they're holding their throats like they couldn't breathe, not like they were mummified.
well, now you know.
Now I know. Yeah.
That
What if the library should be the one that has the desiccation? How can you do alchemy when there's no?
Moisture.
Yeah.
dead, Jim.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want to see some poor little fey creature just get turned inside out.
You did, though. You watched it. Well,
Yes, and I was
The monkey jumps,
mortified the entire
feels
time.
like there's a flaws in his existence.
well, he just kind of goes boop, out of existence when he dies. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go the room we know how to get in and out of. I'm gonna go ahead and go in and pull the bodies.
I'll
out.
grab the bodies as he starts throwing them out.
Okay.
Blessings, and I start
He
looting. as
throws
to bring
the
them
6
to-
bodies out.
You're looting Fleur? Okay, write down what we find.
Yeah, Fleur's gonna write down the people as you find them.
Well, he said he was looting the corpses, so...
Yep, blessings. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you. Blessings.
Oh, let's see. All right, Fleur, so you're ready to take notes. Huh? If you didn't write it down, you dropped it. You know the rules.
Because I was about to say, I'll go ahead. I've been writing them right here.
Got it. Just need to jot it down.
Ornate staff.
That's yours. Yeah, write that down.
I'm writing it down.
While I'm grabbing bodies, does there look to be anything like super valuable in the library? Or is it
There
just a
is
bunch of books?
a particularly standing out book in the back of the room. It looks... That's the one that catches your eye out of all of them.
Okay, Sragg, I'm ready.
All right. So the first body you pull out was an elven fighter. He has a set of full plate and a great sword. Second, you pull out a human rogue. Has a set of leather armor and a pair of daggers. You pull out a human ranger with a pair of long swords, a longbow, or excuse me, a pair of short swords, a longbow, and leather armor.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay. You're going to pull out a halfling rogue with a single dagger, a surprised look on his face.
Couldn't have been done this way. It couldn't have.
No.
Okay. Does the name on it say Ardo?
No.
No, it's not Ardo. Ardo's
He
old.
rich.
The
He
name says
retired after
Ardo
the
Humblefeet,
Dungeon of Zardo.
Uh-huh.
but he is wearing a Thieves Guild ring.
Now, from as quickly as the monkey died, do I think there's any way to, like, am I under the assumption I'm gonna die the moment I step through that door?
You don't know. Let's
You're
find
not
out.
sure.
Roll.
Because they look like, are all of them like immediately slumped over, or they look like they've had a chance to walk into the room?
The
Roll
moment
your
look like they've had a
wisdom,
chance to walk
Lord.
further into the room.
It might just be that the monkeys are really tiny.
As you're looking at them, the ones really close to the mirror seem to be in poorer equipment.
Hey, look at that. It's just in their attire. You said with this fancy attire of yours, you can make it all the way to the back.
He somehow knows exactly what the dwarf's thinking and is able to respond to that.
I know, right?
Roll your wisdom.
You pull out a human cleric in scale mail with a mace and a shield. And the last one seems to... Oh, no, the last one's the elven wizard. So you're good.
Okay, so you said scale mail and what?
A mace and a shield.
We just have,
They all had basic rations. You're going to get a total combined 429 gold and 36 silver pieces out of all their purses.
36 silver. Okay.
The rations all seem to be very well preserved.
Yeah. How many days?
You get a combined 36 days worth of rations out of
Okay.
it.
And do they start deteriorating as fast as the other one
No.
does?
No, I was just giving you crap.
Okay.
It's been frozen, technically.
Yeah.
Now, what were you saying over there, Olaf? You feeling dicey?
yeah,
He's
How
feeling kind
dicey.
of dumb.
I mean, it is my greatest weakness.
Oh my god. You can't
I'm
believe
never
it.
satisfied with what I have. I always want more.
Okay.
Poor bastard.
So, I mean, it's
You're like the troll that stuck his hand in the pickle jar.
Mm-hmm.
Olaf, there we go. Let's go ahead and get you ready to move into the death sheet. So, go ahead. Do what you're going to do. Olaf, I'm watching you.
Remember, walk out backwards.
This doesn't feel wise.
Blessings upon thee.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast guidance on myself.
Oh,
Say,
you did it.
No! Oh, what?
Everything in your head screams no.
Well, I mean, if I'm getting that from just cast, yeah, I step back away from the mirror.
I cast wisdom on you.
Guidance is the one where you consult your deity, right?
No.
No, guidance is
Oh,
the one
well,
that
sorry.
a D4 on the save.
Go for it. You're good.
You're talking about logical guidance.
I'm sorry.
Never
My
mind.
bad. Continue.
Have fun.
I'm gonna step into the room.
All right. You step into the room. The air in here feels like a desert. It's horrid. You immediately take
You poop your
13
pants.
damage.
Do I get a Constitution save?
Damn.
No,
Fuck.
no, it's just the effect of the room.
So you said 13?
Yeah, 13 damage. You look around in the room. Your eyes feel instantly dry just from looking around in here. You see there are some potions and stuff on the back wall. One of them looks like it's in a red dragon scale vial. A couple of green glowing ones.
Sorry, David.
Any
Tempt him long
exotic
enough.
treasures.
Say what?
There's a red dragon scale vial in one of the potions is holding. Several green glowing ones. You notice that there's a dead fighter with his hand reaching up towards the red dragon scale veil. He's wearing plate mail that just shines with magic even from over here. His sword looks like it's probably got some type of legendary weapon. You're not really sure. It must be King Arthur or something. What do you do now?
Well, I'm still in my first turn, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab that fighter and try to backpedal out the room.
Not strong enough.
You're going to try to backpedal out the room,
What?
dragging that fighter.
No, I'll be one smart. I'll just take my grappling hook and like try to catch it under like a sleeve or something, and then I'm gonna go ahead and backpedal out the room.
Okay. So you step in, you take that initial bam, you throw your grappling hook. What's the skill for using a grappling hook? Somebody just
Well, no, I'm not throwing it. I'm gonna walk over to him, like hook him, and then backwards walk out the room.
Movement, action, movement. It's fine. Within 6 seconds.
Okay.
I'm assuming the room is not like 60 feet across.
No. The room's 20 feet at most.
Yeah, so 10 hook, 10 back.
So, okay, you go over 20 feet, you hook him, you come back 20 feet. You got 40-foot movement, right?
Yeah. And I've got 25 foot as a standard.
You can go
If
15.
I'm making a double move, that's 50 foot.
Yeah, you'll be good then. If that works, then fine. You hook it, you step back out. You feel like you just stepped out of a microwave, whatever that is. And you start dragging.
Yeah.
You hooked it under his arm.
Yeah.
All right. You see happily that the arm is coming with you with the grappling hook. You have the arm and the shoulder bit of the armor. Oh, yeah. I have a really good gauntlet.
The rest of it needs to come.
Hey, what?
Still
You
need the
brought
rest
his
of it.
arm out just like you wanted.
No, that's not what I said.
You hooked it under his arm, right?
Yeah, I
Where's
hooked
the
it
rest
in
of
the
them?
arm plate on his armor, like right up here.
Oh, I misunderstood you.
No.
Good. Okay. You do manage then to drag him out. You get him all the way out. Well, from here down anyway.
I'm feeling I know where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes all the way up, and then you get him, and his head is banging on
Yeah.
the mirror. What do you do?
Because he's not going backwards.
You gotta turn him around.
Yeah, what direction's he's facing the wrong way?
That's not the issue. He's just banging on the mirror. He's up against the side of it now. You can maybe go up closer to it and try to pick him up over the lip there. What are you gonna?
I'm
looking
gonna
at
go
you here.
ahead and do that.
Okay.
I'll
You
take
get up. You see his head is almost like his face is frozen in a smile as he thinks this is funny or something. That bastard. As you manage to drag him through the mirror the rest of the way, His sword gets caught, though, and the scabbard comes off. It falls right there on that side. But you manage to get the armor top half and his arms through. With the helmet, too. He's just laying there. Aren't you happy?
Sure, you said
The
the
leg
arm.
part of the armor with his belt is laying over there still, and the sword is laying on the other side of the mirror. Very close.
Did I take any damage pulling him back in?
No, you just took the initial damage for going in.
I'm gonna reach in and grab the sword and pull it in.
Okay. You reach in real quick, grab the sword and pull it out.
Yeah.
You didn't even step through all the way?
No.
Yeah. So you reach and you're sucked through the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This time you take 18 damage.
Ow.
Yeah, get your fucking ass out of there.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Grab the sword and backpedal out.
Grab the sword and backpedal out. You have got this great sword and most of a suit of armor.
You're almost dead.
No, I have a lot of hit points. I'm still at halfish.
What?
You could probably go get that vial.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh my God, no!
Maybe even the book from the library. You can get all the expensive looking things in here. What do the rest of y'all think? You gonna try for anything?
Well, the library was just air, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, suffocation rules with a decent con, and you're good for like minutes at a time.
Especially if you know the trick to get out of the room.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem harmful at all.
That's what I was gonna suggest to you. You've got the bag of holding. You can go start scooping books.
I have a question.
I
Does
remember.
anybody look like they reached the books?
Yes, several of them did seem to get over to the books.
But are any of the books disturbed?
No.
I wouldn't do that.
I seem to remember an old druid teacher who was very dark in skin color and looked like a fish.
Is that going somewhere?
I was wondering the same thing.
His favorite phrase was, "It's a trap."
Gotcha. The people that look like they almost got up to the books or they got to the books, is there anything interesting about them?
No, they seem to mostly be mages that got sucked into that room. But it seems like the lack of air was distracting.
Oh God, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Light Wounds on myself and amp it to second.
Okay.
I cured 5 hit points. No, 6 hit points. Wait, no, I have my skill level, so that's.
Would you like a hand?
I'm fine.
Brought
You
healing
sure?
potions.
You know what? I do it anyways. I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Go for it.
Technique.
I will go through the library portal, mage hand up, and attempt to pull a book off the shelf.
All right.
Backs against the mirror and to back away if anything goes wrong.
All right. You go in. You mage hand which book? Just any of them, or
The biggest, most ornate-looking book that doesn't weigh more than what the mage hand
Well,
can handle.
There's
Okay.
one open on the pillar that was all super inviting.
That looks
looking.
juicy. Let's go with that one.
you mage hand the book. It
Yeah.
comes up and starts floating towards you.
I'll fling it out the mirror beside me.
You fling the book out the mirror, and it lands back behind you.
Okay, I open the bag of holding, and then I just mage hand.
Scooping books.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the book that landed outside of the mirror just because it's laying there. I'm not taking it from him. I just want to look at it.
It's a very ornate book. It seems to be locked with a type of mechanism on the side. This looks like you'd have to press in a couple of places to get it to open. It's very old.
And it says, "C spot, run."
It's 50 pages of I prepared explosive ruins.
It's Smir's cookbook.
There's no telling. There's no telling.
It is the book.
So you managed in that amount of time that you've gathered up most of the books. You gonna go for bundles of scrolls as well, or
Yeah. Hello. I didn't know there was
Okay.
scrolls. That's more important than books.
okay? So you can hold your breath for how long?
It's stupid.
It's stupid. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Let's just say then with that you've managed to clear out the library section into your bag of holding.
okay.
Okay. I top myself back off.
Uh-huh.
I want those pants.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Well, actually, before I'm waiting for him to come out of that room
Yeah.
because he's got detect magic.
Okay.
So I want him to tell me what's magic, and then I'll make another
Uh-huh.
dash into the library
I'll.
Uh-huh.
Okay. When I get out,
or the alchemy lab.
I'll try to ping through the mirror. I don't know if it'll work.
You gain strong conjuration.
Yeah.
Well, on the equipment that's on the ground, like his armor, the top suit of his armor, was
Okay.
it magic?
Immensely powerful.
Immensely powerful. You ever looked into the sun? Ow.
Okay.
You said you
Well-
wanted the flask from the dragon one over there.
Yeah. Because I got his torso, so I got the top part of the armor. I want his pants.
I will go in for you.
I just topped myself back off.
Relax.
We can both go and finish grabbing stuff if you would like.
Sure.
But I want those pants. And while you're here,
I want those pants.
Things you hear in D&D. I want his pants.
but also while Finias is out here, he could actually go through and look and pick out the shiny stuff from the bodies we pulled back
Oh.
and see what's actually worth keeping.
I think we already okay, I would have got pings
Well,
on all
Fleur
that stuff.
Fleur has a list, but I didn't know if any of that stuff was actually we don't know if it's worth actually
Right.
lumping out of the dungeon.
There were a couple of minor magic items listed on those corpses over there
Okay.
when you were doing your ping. Let me go ahead and just give you that right now, so you
Okay.
save a
Any
little
way
bit
you
of
slice
time.
it, at least the
Are
full.
the corpses that have been taken out of the rooms, have they been gone through and searched and everything that's they've wanted taken
Yeah.
off of them? So now
Yeah.
they're just laying there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so while everybody else is doing their thing, getting the stuff out of those rooms, Lilith will be rolling those corpses to the treasure room
Mimic.
and just throwing them in.
All right. So here's a list of the magic items. We're gonna skip the 10 minutes to identify per because
My halfling is once again mortified.
all right. There were 3 rings found. There was a ring of jumping, a ring of protection,
Mhm.
and a ring of spell storing.
Nice.
I'll take that one.
Like hell you will. I'm the one with the shitty spell slots.
That's not my fault.
Says the halfling that stood there mortified the whole time.
There was a medallion of
mortified.
thoughts.
There's what?
Didn't I heal you?
A medallion of thoughts.
Wait a minute. Give me those berries back,
There already been 8.
you bastard.
Okay.
I'll disintegrate water within your stomach. Watch.
Oh, you'll get them back.
Just wait a few more minutes. It's brewing.
We'll be terribly dehydrated here in a minute.
And a hat of disguise.
Oh, someone can play with my play with me when I disguise myself.
Mm-hmm.
Sragg,
Yes. So what now?
looking into the alchemy lab through the mirror,
Uh-huh.
on the walls, is there a switch or anything that kind of stands out?
There's 3 gems on the back wall.
Okay,
Well,
so
Oh my god.
One of them's red, one of them's blue, and one of them seems to be glowing currently, and it's orange.
because my thought process is there's a desiccation to shut off any bad alchemy reactions,
That's smart.
and there might be a way to turn that off.
Maybe. What do you do?
But there's 3 options, so we're looking at turn it on, turn it off, blow up. Which do you pick?
So before you start messing with that, I verify to make sure that I have been told how to get through the mirror.
Yeah.
I walk in, grab the dragon flask, and walk out.
Walk in. You take. Ooh. 16 damage.
Okay.
And you walk over
and
and
back
grab the
out.
dragon flask
And back out.
and back out holding this dragon flask.
Mhm.
Okay. Yes, you have this red dragon scaled flask. Must be interesting.
I'm pretty sure I can guess what it is.
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Now, once knew a dragon who looked just like that. I wonder what happened to him.
He got ground up into a flask.
No, a dragon?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do something stupid.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, this is where the stupid starts.
I was about to say.
What
Do you want a potion of healing in case?
I'm pretty sure that the moment I uncorked it in the room, it would just evaporate.
Well, drink fast.
I'm fully
Just break it in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm fully revitalized. I might be able to withstand. I should be able to withstand at least 1 more or 2 more hits. Hopefully, it does hurt a lot, but I have my grappling hook ready. You said his bottom half. He has a pair of pants, or the armor and a belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's the plate leggings, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to walk into the room
Uh-huh.
and walk up to his pants and hook the hook through a belt. The
I
belt.
really hope these damn pants
You,
are.
you take a total of 17 damage. Okay.
And then I'm going to walk up and hit the glowing gem.
You're going to touch the glowing gem.
Yes.
Okay.
And say a prayer to my goddess. Oh God, let this be the right one.
Okay.
Oh dear.
An artist,
Oh,
not
dear.
push.
He's rubbing his face. That's not a good sign.
Well, we don't need that loot book anymore.
Hey,
Yes.
on the plus side, if I die, the chalice is kept safe in a perfectly preserved room.
Hmm.
It would have been better off just being thrown to the mimic.
Okay. So I mentioned there's an orange gem that's glowing. There's a blue one, and there's a red one, right?
Yes.
You walked up and touched the orange gem.
Yes.
In those brief moments, the orange gem no longer glows, and the blue one starts glowing. All right?
Okay.
Once the blue one starts glowing, suddenly the temperature just drops. Okay? The entire room begins to freeze over. Because I'm not evil, you take 12 damage from cold and feel very stiff, but you're not dead yet. What do you do?
I'm gonna leave the room with my rope and pull the pants with me.
Oh,
Don't you want to see
God.
what the red one clothes?
I'm pretty sure it burns me to death.
The rope shatters as you're going.
Fucking grab the pants.
You run over
I
and
came
grab.
in here for a reason.
That
damn
takes
it.
you a little bit longer. I'm just going to warn you. You're going to take another 8 damage from cold.
So, the first gem, I would assume, does what it was already doing. And the blue gem freezes the room. What's left?
Yeah, I'm not pressing the red gem. That's what I'm grabbing the pants and leaving.
You got the pants and you come out. You see the room just keep frosting over.
This
The
means-
temperature seems to be dropping rapidly.
You dead yet?
He made it
Almost.
out.
But not quite.
He made it out.
Here, I have a potion if you want to drink it.
He's so cold. It'll probably freeze in his mouth.
Don't even come out. I would have gone for the other gym, seen what happens.
The other gym? Well, you can always go try.
Be my guest.
So I don't have anything in there that I want. My character, anyway.
You do notice the glass bits in there as it continues getting colder start shattering on the walls.
But I didn't touch the blue gem. I touched the orange one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Not going back in there. Look.
There might be a trick to it.
Sure there is, but I'm not smart enough to realize it at this point in time.
But are you stupid enough to go back in?
No.
Okay.
Blue and
Well,
red
fair.
together.
I'm gonna go ahead and start emptying the body out of my new set of armor.
Blessings, get the fuck out of my...
Are you finished with that?
Yes, you can go feed it to Handy 2.0.
Okay. You get the pieces out of your new set of armor.
Do you still have the chalice?
Oh, yes, it does.
No, I left it in the freezing room. You want it? Yes, I still have the chalice.
Greg, you said that the mirror itself is starting to crack.
No, the glass inside.
I got all the potion bottles and stuff like that.
Yes.
I cast another cure on myself.
All right.
It brings me up past mortality rate, hopefully.
Were you in the negative?
No. But it brings me up above half. I'm only minus 15 hit points now.
That's not so bad, right?
So third time's the charm. Or he's doing it for the night.
Okay, so we have your stick, small druid. We have our elf that was requested. Joey, get the hell out of here.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Just to think, we just have to make it through all of everything now.
Do you put that armor on, or what are you doing with it?
I'm emptying it out, putting it in my bag.
Okay, you've got the armor in your bag. That's good. What about the sword?
It's in a sheath, right?
Yep,
Going in my bag.
it's going in your bag. Is it a bag of holding?
No, it's just.
That's a great sword and a full set.
Oh, I didn't know it was a great sword. I thought it was like a.
No, it's a great sword.
I'll take that.
I say, if you want, I'll hold that for you.
It's twice
a
as big as you
haversack-
are.
Is a haversack and a bag of holding the same thing?
Similar.
No, there's some similarities, but the haversack can only hold a certain amount compared to the bag of holding.
Finias, my man, can you go ahead? I'm not sure we want to interact with any. Well, it can't be too negative of an item if they're. Go ahead and sling it across my back.
Okay. You got the armor in your pack, and you've got the sword across your back. Make sure to mark these down because they'll disappear otherwise. With a little note about where you got it, in case you forget. You need to remind me what this is. So, what do you do?
He still has detect magic up.
Yeah, it's basically at will. It just takes me a long bit of time.
Okay, are the whole suit of armor is magical? The sword's magical. Is there anything else magical on the corpse?
Seems like he thought that sword and armor was all he needed.
Shrag, was there anything else magical from the rest of this stuff?
I listed it off earlier.
Yes, you said the rings and the medallion.
Rings, medallion.
None of the armor?
Huh?
None of the
I'm
armor or
asking
weapons?
Armor and the weapons.
None of the armor or weapons seem to have any real magical properties to them. It seemed like most of the people that went in there had minor abilities at best.
So ornate caca.
What
Okay.
about that?
There were some other ornate-looking items in the laboratory room.
Well, is Fleur's dragon potion glowing?
Oh, yes.
I'm
That's
assuming.
immensely powerful.
What about the book that had the lock?
That also seems to radiate immense power.
I mean, we've got shinies. I say we get out of here while we still have resources, because you never know when we're going to get ambushed by other adventurers on the way back in, because that does seem to be the easiest way to make money in this dungeon, is to take it from people who...
Everyone we did run across that was dead was robbed, so.
He's turned around and said it was a ring of protect,
All right, let's go.
right?
I gave those to ask Finias.
Ring of protection, ring of spell storing, and ring of jumping.
Do you mind if I get the ring of protect?
Will it work for you?
Why?
Or I guess it will, because you don't have, unless you have magical armor.
No.
Sure, I don't care. Enjoy.
What do you do?
I put on the ring.
Yep. You're wearing the ring.
I'm assuming it requires attunement.
Yeah. Most of these things do.
There's
Unless it's
usually a
something-
2 to 3 max attuned items limit. I forget what it is, though.
3. You can have 3 attuned items.
Doesn't say anything about... Oh, it does require attunement. Oh, never mind. So, anyone else want to brave the death room?
Aren't they all death rooms?
Was there anything else? What else of note was that there was in there?
The farther ones back seem to have shiny, impressive stuff, but I have to warn you, the room is hurting a lot more. I was trying to turn it off, but it appears I turned the freezer setting on.
What's a freezer?
Well,
Yeah.
most of the things in there now are covered in a thin layer of frost. It's hard to tell what's back there.
What
besides
was
these-
there by memory beforehand?
What was there by memory beforehand?
Hey, Sragg,
Yeah?
not to doubt on the D&D, but how can there be frost if there's no moisture in the room?
What are you talking about? There's plenty of moisture now.
Oh, so it did work.
It did.
You switched it.
God damn it.
What?
I want to go push the other button.
Yeah, I want to go see you burst into flames too.
Yeah,
Go do
go
it.
push the other button. I'll hold on to all your shiny stuff for you. Here, I'll even hold on to your bag for you.
It's
Be
fine.
right here for you when you come back. And blessings upon you, and I mean that in the most sincerest way.
I think I have tempted the fates enough for the day.
Are you sure? I have some oil here that you can put on to help you repel the coldness for you.
He really wants you to die.
I know. I think I shall thank my goddess. She's protected me this far, and we'll call it good for now. We can always come back when we're stocked up and rested again.
This is true. And may even still be here.
There may be better stuff in there by the time we get back.
Yeah. If I were you, I'd probably leave something shiny sitting in the library one. And just come and check the fishing traps on a weekly basis. But that's me.
Why not? I'll turn around and dispose of all the non-magical loot.
Just all the loot just gets tossed in the library. All the
go.
mundane shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I don't know,
go back and check the traps.
I could take that mundane stuff and expand
could-
my store's selection.
The one thing I would not be throwing away, though, is the full plate.
Yeah? Regular full plate?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, if Finias wants it, he's got the bag that has all the storage space.
Yep.
So he wants it for his store. He can pawn it for. Well, yeah.
And thankfully now there's no bodies in the library room anymore. And there's no bodies in this room now. Who was watching that elven girl's corpse?
Who was watching it?
Yes.
I pulled it off to the side.
Oh yeah? And then you went into the
Yeah.
laboratory.
And then it was thrown into the mimic.
Did
Was
you
it
throw all
though?
the corpses to the
I'm
mimic?
I'm pretty sure Lilith Horde is talking about it and is not that ridiculous.
I'm not sure. What did you do, Lilith?
I mean, I did ask if everybody was done with these bodies.
Yep. So she threw it all to the mimic.
I thought that you guys took something from her as an identity thing. Like
We
the
did. Yeah, we did. We should be fine.
law. I wasn't concerned. But
What's
now,
the
wait a minute.
poster say? Does it say?
Unless, because sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, was the conversation about the family being rich and possibly having hire magical people to bring her back, was that actually said out loud?
Yes, because we
It
were
was.
discussing bringing her back to
Then
life.
no. If there was concern about bringing her back, then no, she's not evil in that sense. You know,
Okay, just checking.
money. You know? So
I have
Okay.
to
in
pick
that
my reason.
case, because I did say I don't care to bring a dead body out of here. It doesn't bother me.
Okay. Good then. The body is still there.
She's
That
still
one.
there. But only that one. You guys said you were done with the rest of them.
Yep, that we did.
He declared rights and we disposed of them.
I even asked, "Are you done with this?"
So
And he said yes.
I guess we start trying to leave the way we came.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's head back the way we came.
Who's carrying the body?
I would.
We'll let the funeral rites paladin do it.
Sounds good.
I'm sure I have plenty of experience handling dead corpses.
It's not a big jump to not hit that trap, though, is it?
Just throw the corpse across.
You can just step over it.
Chucker.
Let's test the ragdoll physics of this world.
That's how
She's
she
stuck
died.
halfway in the wall.
Glitching out.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 all over again.
All right. So you start heading out of the room and you head to the south.
Mm-hmm. Take the left and take the right.
Is that how you do it? You
Yes.
start wandering off. You take the left and take the right.
We just
You take the
follow
left
the
one outwards.
arrows backwards the other way.
Yeah, well, we go down until we run into that intersection, then we turn right around. We gotta avoid the trap, the squishy trap.
So you get to the squishy trap, you see the path that's heading off to your left that way. You see the path heading off before you. Another set of wooden doors off that direction.
You're taking the left. This is the way out, guys.
No, it's right.
It's a left because you're reversing it all coming
Which
out.
way are the arrows pointing?
We can orientate ourselves because we can see the blood stain from your leg.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, because we turned left at the squishy trap.
Exactly.
And also, and there
So we're
was
turning
no,
right back.
and there was no set of wooden doors in the direction y'all came. So you
Yeah.
know where that is.
Then you
You
come
got
up from-
wooden doors behind you, wooden doors ahead of you, and to the side you have
Yeah.
the correct path.
And then we avoid the squishy trap. We head back down that hallway to the next tee. We avoid the crotch spikes.
Mhm.
We're on the alert for the crotch spikes.
You're
Yeah.
still in front.
I'm using that staff again. I'm not taking no chances.
The druid is resting his eyes.
We're just dragging him along.
Yeah.
We hit that next intersection and we take a left.
Okay.
We walk a bit and then there's a pathway off to the right that we take and that leads up to the spiral staircase.
I'm gonna rob the druid that's
Very
sleeping.
good. You robbed the sleeping druid.
Oh, the rest of his platinum.
Yeah, he's now broke. He took all his money.
He's gonna be really confused when it comes to paying the rest of us.
Yep. So you took his money?
No.
All right. So you make it back up the spiral staircase. Now what do you do?
We're taking the left leading south.
Yep.
Just into the central.
And that takes us straight to the cage up.
Good.
Yes.
You're here in the pit again. What do you do in the pit?
Bring down the rope.
All right. You say bring down the. Okay. You see a little dish is lowered.
We prepaid, you bastard.
It shakes.
Now the question. Write a note. We prepaid.
Is the rope there? Or?
Oh,
It's pulling it back up.
Did somebody put coins in it?
yes.
We
I have to. I already
prepaid.
prepaid it. It's already paid for. We ain't gotta pay for it again. All right, so everybody gets in the cage, or the cage is there?
The mother-
Down.
You
And
see
what's the
that
note say?
the plate comes back down. Who the hell are we?
You know what? I put in 6 gold pieces.
Oh, what?
Okay, you put in 6 gold pieces. You see Vindy just like looks at it and just starts scurrying up the wall.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to do it.
Okay. You hear that sound coming from the top?
She
Cheated
scared the
of his
children.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The plate goes up and the cage comes down.
Get the cage and
out we go.
Mhm.
All right.
keeping an eye on us while we're down there to make sure no shifty people approach to try to cut our pockets.
They won't.
Why? Because he's almost killed us twice already this night?
The cage comes back up and you're let out. Everyone's released. Vindy beats you up.
I hand out the rest of the 5 platinum to each of the party members, as
You're
was
now
promised.
broke.
Happens. But I got an ornate staff.
Oh,
Yes. The carving is wonderful. It has several special powers, such as the ability to summon squirrels into someone's underpants.
Hell yes.
That would
Undead
be-
squirrels.
That'll
Yeah.
work.
All right. Everyone, you're back in the inn. You've successfully gone down into Undermountain and not died much.
Where is it that we put in our money?
at the very, very, very bottom.
Of the first page, right? Oh, I see it.
Yes.
Once you're back up and he sees who it is, he holds out the gold coins and looks at whoever paid.
I take them.
He hands them back, nods.
Repocket them. Thank you. I will give him a gold anyways. For your service.
Takes it and pockets it.
Finias, does it cost you money to identify?
Nope.
You see, he lowers the cage back down again, pulls it back up. A set of rogues come out. He hands each of them a platinum piece, doesn't say a word to them. They nod and head out.
You bought us protection, apparently.
What a good they did.
No, we weren't disturbed, were we?
Nothing bad happened to you, really.
Maybe we'll pick up next time.
So what?
Maybe we can stop and we'll pick up next time.
I think that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Divvy out your loot and figure everything out at that
I was
point.
about to say, can we go ahead and do the identify session right now? And
That might be best for just for that.
Yep.
Because what was left to identify? You only had those 2 items, right?
My
Pretty
staff.
much.
well, there's all the armor and the sword.
Oh, that's pretty simple. Okay. So the armor is called the Armor of Invulnerability.
Okay.
The sword is a Vorpal sword.
Warble greatsword.
Vorpal greatsword. This guy thought he was something else.
But
And the staff, you're getting another sense of artifact level power off of it. But you sense nature and growing and latent powers in it. You're not sure what all's coming from it, but it's definitely immensely powerful.
hey, Phineas,
Yep.
Hmm?
can you take a look-see at this for me real quick? I will pass him my longsword.
Are there people in the tavern?
Yes, they're all staring at you as you go over all this awesome stuff.
I'm doing it back up in the room.
Oh, it's back up in the room. There's people in the tavern, but y'all don't have to worry about that.
We just went down to Under Mountain and came up with all this shit, and I'd like to see them try and touch us.
You get an artifact level power off of that sword as well.
I would not be doing this in the room. I'd do it where everybody can see it so they know how badass we are.
Yeah, exactly. We have some reputation to build up here. Like,
That's right.
So the only thing remaining unidentified currently. Good. Okay. We're good.
Is the potion.
So everybody's got their stuff written?
is
Well,
the
what's the
ruby
potion?
stone. I can't identify the stone.
Why not?
I have to touch it.
What's the problem there?
Oh, the petrification stone.
Yeah, I can't identify it. I have to have be physical contact with the item.
Yeah. Go that route.
I think you should just get it appraised.
Hey, I'm gonna make the point here
Yeah?
that out of the kindness of my heart, I'm gonna do something a little nice here. While everybody's, I don't care about identifying that crap. It's of no use to me. I could care less, really. So I'm gonna be down in the tavern having myself a drink and talking to those people that are all down there, you know, who want to go into the hole but are not sure what they'll find. And I tell them all about our adventure, about how all you got to do is follow these green arrows, and eventually you're going to come to this room with 3 mirrors. Forget about the first 2 mirrors. You don't care about those. It's the one at the very end. It's full of treasure, but we couldn't get it out because we had all this other crap that they insisted on taking with them. And of course, they're not going to listen to me. But I tell you what, it's so easy. You just walk through the door and take whatever you want.
God damn it. Evil woman.
Poor mimic's got to be hungry.
Oh my god. Okay. So we'll pick up with that later. Dear Lord.
So, Drag, I basically have he's holding the hands holding it, the gemstone like this,
Yeah.
and I have like this much arm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like find somebody to chisel down the arm so it's easier to hold and then just have a.
Just sand down a hand.
Well, no, not the hand, the arm, so it's easier to grip. I can just reach out and touch people with it.
Yeah, it's possible.
You're gonna stick it on the end of a staff, aren't you?
That's horrible.
No, it's got a club with a hand holding a gem.
Because I got the arm. Although the staff would give it a bit more range.
Yeah, I would, huh?
Should have taken his full arm then.
Well, I'm assuming he was holding it like, cause he
Yeah.
reached in and grabbed it and was like, so I got this.
You don't have to leave it in the hand. You could attach it to something else. Just gotta be careful not to
That
touch
would
it.
require removing it from the hand.
Yeah, just gotta be really careful not to touch it.
Hey, just think of it like this. You could go pay someone to get it removed, and then when they's petrified, then you can just turn around and take your gold back, collect anything off of that store, and go on to the next store.
That would be evil, and I'm not evil.
Can I have it?
Oh, so that's where we draw the line. That's where we draw the line now on the
I do. That would be a bad business. You don't do
Okay.
bad business.
All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and cut here tonight.
All right.
Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see everybody next time. And of course, hit the like button, subscribe, leave us a comment. We love reading those. And don't forget to vote for who you think should have inspiration. And we'll award that next session. Thanks. Bye.
Yay!